The 2019 Ford F-150 XLT. Hi, I'm Tim Bartz, Internet Sales Manager here at McArthur Ford in Salina, Kansas. In this video, we're going to go over the standard as well as optional equipment that is available for the XLT trim of the 2019 Ford F-150. This isn't going to be a very thorough video. I'm going to tell you that ahead of time, but it is very thorough and very long, but we're going to have timestamps down below. So if you're watching this on YouTube or you're going to link over to YouTube, definitely refer down to the description, especially if you want to move ahead on the video. We'll have those timestamps. You can, if you're on a desktop, you can click on those, or on a cell phone, you can kind of see that timestamp and move that along in the video. So again, very thorough. We're going to go over the outside. First talk about the standard equipment as well as in the inside, but then we're going to talk about the different equipment groups. So 301A, 302A, and then there's different packages that are available, and then at the end, those standalone options. So again, I won't miss anything. I'll be very thorough and include every option that is available from the factory according to the order guide as of today and when we release this video. So again, very thorough video. First, we're going to talk about safety because this is a very safe vehicle. There is something new for 2019 that I'm going to discuss here in just a little bit. So let's cover some of these safety features. Now, in the front, you're going to have the dual stage front airbag. It deploys a different size airbag, depends on how close you are to the front of the vehicle for the driver and the front passenger up here. And so the outside front passenger should tell you. Also, you're going to have a side impact airbag as well to help protect from those side collisions. And then you also are going to have the safety canopy airbag that's going to come down and deploy over those windows and protect from any kind of rollover. It's also going to come with rollover sensors for you, so really help you with that. Now, this does have advanced track with roll stability control, so hope you won't have that happen. And advanced track really helps you try to keep you on your intended path. Comes in real handy also on those slick driving roads and maybe go into those curves a little bit too fast. The curve control will also help with that too, but some great safety precautions that go along with this vehicle. Now, those in the back here, if you have a Super Crew or a Super Cab, are going to also have the latch system for the lower anchors and tethers for children to secure those car seats into the back of those seats. And then you're going to have those child locks on those doors as well, so that way they can open those up on those drives. So SOS post-crash alert system as well. It's going to honk the horns and flash the lights. So if you're in an accident and you're off the road, and people will know that. Also, you're going to have the 911 assist as well as part of the Microsoft Sync technology. So it's going to call 911 directly if you have that Bluetooth enabled phone connected to the vehicle. So some great safety precautions on this. Last one I want to talk about before we start moving to the front of the vehicle is the new for 2019, and that's that pre-collision assist with automatic emergency braking. So it will has that front sensing system, so it will alert you and let you know if the vehicle in front of you is stopped or going much slower than you and you're going too fast and you need to hit your brakes. So it will initiate lights on the dash and a series of tones that is not safe. You need to hit your brakes. And if you're going over 30 miles an hour, it will go ahead and use an automatic emergency braking to lessen the severity of the accident. So it's not going to brake for you and avoid that collision. It will help lower the severity of that, and that's exactly how Ford kind of describes it when they talk about that automatic emergency braking. So let's go ahead and move to the front and talk about the front of the vehicle. Now we're going to talk about cab styles and bed lengths as well as the different engines. So all these are going to come standard in either a regular cab, super cab, or you can get it in the Super Crew. So those are different cab configurations. Now your regular cab and your super cab are going to come in either a 6.5 foot bed, which is your short bed, or an 8 foot bed, which is that long bed. Now on your Super Crew, it's going to be a little different, two different bed lengths. This time it's going to be a 5.5 foot bed as your short bed, or a 6.5 foot bed as your long bed Super Crew. Also, all those cab configurations and bed lengths are available in either 2-wheel drive or the optional 4-wheel drive. Now let's talk about the different engines for you. Now the standard engine for all your regular cabs and your super cabs and Super Crews that are short bed, I say all your regular cabs, whatever the bed length, and your super cab and Super Crew short beds is going to be the 3.3 liter engine. Now that engine's going to deliver 290 horsepower, 265 pound-feet of torque. Now the optional engine on those other configurations I just told you about and standard on your long bed 2-wheel drives is going to be the 2.7 liter V6 EcoBoost engine. Now that engine is going to deliver 325 horsepower, 400 pound-feet of torque. Also the optional engine for those different cab configurations, but standard on your long bed 4-wheel drives, whether it be Super Cab or Super Crew, is going to be the 5.0 liter V8 engine. This is the natural aspirated engine that's going to deliver 395 horsepower, 400 pound-feet of torque. Now let's talk about the last engine that is optional for you on all of them. It's a 3.5 liter V6 EcoBoost engine. This is the engine that's going to have all the towing. So if you're wanting to tow the maximum amount, get the 3.5 liter V6 EcoBoost engine. That one's going to deliver 375 horsepower, 470 pound-feet of torque. So plenty of power behind that one. That's going to give you the most towing for you and the best performance if you're wanting to tow that big trailer. So go with that. Now let's talk about the different gear ratios. Let's see if I can get this right. It is very confusing. All your two-wheel drive regular cabs, no matter what the bed length, is going to get a 355 non-limited slip rear axle as a standard rear axle. And then all your regular cab long beds, all your that are going to be the two-wheel drive or four-wheel drive, are going to have a 373, as well as your super cab short beds will also have a 373 non-limited slip rear axle. Now for the 2.7 liter engine, which is the standard engine for those long bed two-wheel drives, is going to come with a 355 non-limited slip rear axle. And then your 5.0 liter as well as your EcoBoost two-wheel drives will come in a 315 non-limited slip rear axle, or you can get the 331 is going to be the standard rear axle for your four-wheel drives with those two engines. So hopefully I got that clear. And again, there's going to be some available rear axles as well for those, and depending on if you get FX4 package or some other packages, those gear ratios may change for you and be different standard gear ratios depending on what kind of equipment you add to it. And then also don't forget there is a optional electronic locking rear axle on all those gear ratios as well for you. So hopefully we've cleared that up. Also, all these, the 3.3 liter will come standard with the 6-speed automatic transmission. The only transmission, even though I did say standard, on your 3.3 liter. All the other engines are going to come with that 10-speed automatic transmission. Now, what's great about that 10-speed automatic transmission, it is going to have the selectable driving modes. So you'll have a normal, you'll have a wet snow, you'll have a tow haul mode, you'll also have an eco select as well as a sport mode. So that is something that's going to be part of that 10-speed automatic transmission on your 2.7, your 5.0, and your 3.5 liter. Now, also on the all of these engines are going to have the port fuel direct injection. So I've covered all the engines. Now let's go ahead and let's talk about the exterior and the design and what's going to be separate the XL from the XLT. Now, before we move on into the exterior design here, I do want to talk about just real briefly about the different drive modes and those engines. Now, I did forget to mention that all the engines will come with auto start stop technology. So even the 3.3 will have that, and what that's going to do is it's going to, when you come up to a stoplight or stop sign, you press that brake, it's going to go ahead and shut the vehicle off. And when you release from the brake, it's going to turn it back on. Some people don't like that technology, but it's real easy to deactivate that with a button on the dash. So you can do that. You'll have to do that on every trip, but it is real easy to go ahead and hit that button when that happens if you don't like that technology. So, but it does work pretty well, and the whole goal behind that is to save you on fuel when you're at those stoplights for a long period of time. Now also let's talk about, and also the 3.3 liter, the 6-speed automatic transmission will also have selectable drive modes, but there'll only be 3. You'll have a normal and a tow haul mode. I think you might even have a wet, or I think a sport mode. So you're gonna have, you won't have 5 like you will with the 10-speed automatic transmission. Now let's talk about the design up here. All of your XLTs will come with a chrome grille. So 2-bar grille here with the chrome bars above and below up there. So that's gonna be a real nice look to all your XLTs. You're gonna also have your chrome bumpers here as well. You will have standard fog lights on all of your XLTs, 2-wheel drives and 4-wheel drives. All your 4-wheel drives will get the black tow hooks on the front under there too. For your headlights, you will get halogen headlights. They are automatic, which means if you have an auto setting, they'll come on automatically as it gets dark and turn off when it gets light out. Also, new for 2019 as a safety feature is going to be auto high beams. Those are going to be standard equipment on your XLTs. So just like your automatic headlights, when it's dark outside, those high beams will automatically come on and then turn off if somebody approaches you or if you're in the city lights. So that also is a feature, though, you can deactivate in the settings screen under the lighting section there. If you don't like that, you want to manage that yourself, you can uncheck that box and it will be deactivated. So also rain lamp as well, which means when those wipers are on, the headlights will automatically come on. Because I know in the state of Kansas, if you have your wipers on, your headlights have to be on as well. So again, great look here on the front of the vehicle. Hasn't really changed from 2018, but I just want to clarify everything that it's going to be standard equipment here on the front of the vehicle. Now we're going to move around to the side. We're going to see the standard wheel on this XLT is going to be the 17-inch sparkle silver painted aluminum wheel. So real nice wheel, as you can see, is 6-spoke wheel. That is going to be the standard wheel. We'll talk about some other wheels. We'll be talking about optional equipment, different packages as we move on up from this. Your badging here on the side of the fenders is going to be the F-150 with your XLT and the chrome lettering. You'll see that on both sides of the truck. Molded in black mirror caps. Does have your power mirror with the integrated blind spot mirror. So that's an angled mirror so you can see the vehicles in your blind spot. And you will have power equipment group in this vehicle. Well, not power equipment group, but power windows and locks on this. So that you're going to have the power mirrors. So power both the left and the right mirrors. Molded in black door handles here for you. Also the belt line you'll see is black as well. And then you're going to have keypad entry standard equipment on your XLTs. It will come with the remote as well, so you can unlock and lock the vehicle. But the keypad comes in real handy, so if you want to leave the keys inside or maybe access the vehicle without the keys, you can set up your own special code, 5-digit code, to be able to get in and out of the vehicle that way, unlock and locking it. So if you want to leave the keys inside, maybe don't have pockets on you or something, don't want to lose them, you can do that, as well as maybe you just need to grab something out of it and forgot to grab the keys from the house. You're going to be able to access it that way as well. And then we'll talk about these running boards and the privacy glass in just a little bit. Those are optional equipment for you and part of the different packages. And we will talk about the easy fuel capless filler door though. This is standard equipment on all your F-150s. What's great about it, you don't have a cap to worry about losing or leaving behind. So you just open the door, put the nozzle in, you fill it up, and then you close it when you're done. You will see in the directions inside that if you maybe run it out of gas, you need to use your own gas can to fill it up. You will need to use the funnel that's provided in the truck. It's usually going to be under that rear seat back there. So that's all your standard equipment here on the side of the vehicle. Let's move to the back. Now moving to the back, you're going to see the chrome bumpers back here as well. You are going to see molded in here on top of those bumpers back here, as well as on the handle back here. Rear view camera is going to be standard equipment on all your trucks. So as you're backing up, you're going to be able to see behind you. You'll see the F-150 stamped on the back of the tailgate with the Ford emblem in the back as well. Now this then actually does have a package we're going to talk about a little bit later. Tow package or tow hitch is not going to be standard equipment, but it will come with trailer sway control and a 4-pin wiring for the bumper mounted hitch if you want to put that on there. So we'll talk about receiver hitch and tow packages and everything like that here in just a little bit. Now the tailgate does lock with the doors. So I actually have it locked, so we'll go ahead and unlock it. You'll see that unlock and open that up. Now in here in the back, in the bed, this does have a spray-in bed liner in it that we put in it, but that is not going to be standard equipment, of course. You will have the tie downs too on each of those sides of the bed over here, front and back. That's going to be standard equipment for you. We'll get into box link and some other things here in just a little bit. On the back of the cab, you're going to have a center high mounted stoplight up there with the halogen lights on the outside that, as you can see, are going off right now. When you open up the bed, you can have those turned on so you can see a little bit better in the back of the bed. And we'll talk about another package a little bit later where you can see even better with it. And then also this back glass, as well as these back windows, if you have a Super Cab and Super Crew, are going to be the privacy glass as standard equipment on all your XLTs. Now let's talk about standard equipment here on the interior. You have two different color interiors that's available. First you have your gray interior, and then you also have your camel interior. And now with this particular vehicle, you can kind of see where that's going to break down. Where you're seeing the black in the vehicle, the top part of the dash, as well as some accents on the doors and those armrests, are going to be black regardless of what color interior you have. And then on the doors, as well as the lower part of the dash, is where you're going to see your gray interior, as well as your seats here. Cloth seating surfaces are going to be standard equipment on all your XLTs. The standard seating configuration for the front seat is going to be a 40-20-40 split bench seat. This is actually the optional seat. We'll talk about this in just a little bit. You will get manual adjustment for the driver and front passenger. So there'll be a little lever on the front of the seats where you can slide that seat forward and back, as well as a lever on the back part of the seat for the backrest, so manual backrest as well. But you will get manual lumbar not only for the driver, but also for the front passenger too. Now let's talk about the back seat. Seats 3 back there, you have a 60-40 split bench seat. Now listen, we're talking about Super Crew and Super Cab models, of course. And then that seat can come up, both the 40 as well as the 60% side, giving you extra cargo room. So up to 20% more cargo room when you lift those seats up back there. On the door, you're going to have your power windows, locks, and mirror switches. So you're going to have auto one-touch for those front windows, And then for those Super Cab and Super Crew models, you'll see the rear window controls there as well. And then you do have your power adjustment for your power mirrors as well. And then you can deactivate the window controls as well right there. And then it is going to have the urethane steering wheel here for you. It is going to be black. And we'll have a manual tilt and telescoping steering wheel. You just pull the lever over here. It'll go up and down, forward and back, so you can get it just right. Also for the controls here. On the left side, the D-pad up there on the top is going to control your 2.3-inch productivity screen in the middle of your dash right there. And so that's going to be standard equipment for you. And then below that D-pad on the left side is going to be where you're going to see your cruise control. So you can set your cruise control using those right there at your fingertips. On the right side of the steering wheel, the D-pad on the top up there will control your audio controls, so volume as well as presettings for your radio as well. And then below that is where you're going to see your Bluetooth controls, being able to make and receive phone calls and use those voice commands to do different things with this nice system here. Now for your 4x4 models, you will see a 4x4 shift on the fly just to the left of the center stack with a 2 high, 4 high, and a 4 low setting for you. For your climate control, it does have electronic climate control, so you have AC, you have heat, defrost, and all those controls right there. Above that, so you're going to see your audio controls. It's an AM, FM, MP3 player, no CD player in the F-150 whatsoever, and no matter what trim level it is, they have taken that out of their F-150s altogether. You will have capabilities of, like I said, MP3. You can plug in your phone, Bluetooth your phone through the audio sound system, be able to make and receive those phone calls plus play audio that way as well. You will see standard equipment on all of your XLTs is going to be the 8-inch screen. It's a Sync 3 screen where you can see your audio controls, as well as you do have where you can control your phone through that too, and then the capabilities for the navigation, which is optional equipment we'll talk about in just a little bit. And then your backup camera is going to come into view in that full 8-inch touchscreen right there in the middle of your center stack. And then above that, you're going to see a control for your traction control, as well as the auto start stop button is that A with the circle around it. As you can see, it's real nice and easy to get to. So if you start it up and you're, the first time maybe you get to that stoplight, that's usually when I remember I stop and then it shuts off. Oh, I don't want to do that. You just press the button and it's going to deactivate that. Real nice and easy to do there. To the right of the center stack is where you're going to see a power point over there where you can plug in those different devices right there. Up here on the mirror, you do have a manual day-night mirror, which means if someone comes up behind you with those bright lights, you can flip that down, so that way it makes it a little bit easier to see. The overhead console, not only are you going to have the switches for your lights, your interior lights there, also you're going to see a little compartment for sunglasses that you can put in there, or anything small in that'll fit in that little spot, you can put that in there as well. Now this is your bucket seats with the console, so it does have a media hub, but if you do not have that, if you have the bench seat, which is a standard seating configuration, your 2 USB ports will be located just below your climate control, and that's where you're going to be able to plug in 2 different USB devices. And when you have the vehicle turned on, it's going to power those devices, but also allow you to be able to use Android Auto and Apple CarPlay using those 2 plugins right there as well. Now also a standard equipment on this is not only the Sync 3, but also it's going to be the Ford Pass Connect. And that is standard equipment on all of your XLTs, which is really nice. I think in the past you had to have at least the 302A to get that. Now it's going to be standard equipment on all of your XLTs. And then what that allows you to do is stay connected to your vehicle using the Ford Pass app. It's a real nice app you can download. You program your vehicle in there, and you can do all kinds of cool things with it. You can remote start your vehicle from anywhere you want to using that at any given time. You can also schedule remote start times, which is what I like. So it remote starts your vehicle every weekday if you want to at certain times. You can set those up ahead of time. So that's real nice as well. You can also unlock and lock your vehicle from anywhere doing that. So maybe for not sure if you locked the vehicle up when you left, you're in at work or something, you can lock the vehicle and make sure you have it locked, which is going to be a great convenience to have. You can also locate your vehicle using the map in there. So it programs and it sets where that vehicle is located. So it comes in real handy too if somebody steals your car. So I think you'll like that. But also some great features. In fact, it allows you to be able to use Wi-Fi hotspots as well through that app. So a real nice system that's going to be standard equipment for you. Also, you're going to get carpeted flooring as standard equipment on your XLTs, and you're going to get carpeted mats. So you're going to be in the footwells here in the front seats, and for those Super Cab and Super Crew models, you also get floor mats for the back seats too. Now we're going to talk about the 301A equipment group, which includes a lot of interior features as an upgrade for you. So we're going to go ahead and cover it right here on the inside of the vehicle. So the first thing you're going to see as an upgrade to this is the power driver seat. So now it's going to be an 8-way power adjustable seat. So the seat cushions forward and back, up and down, as well as the backrest, and it does have power lumbar as well. The passenger seat will not change. It'll all be manual adjustment still, but it does upgrade the driver's seat over here. And moving to the back seat, underneath those seat storage I talked about earlier where those seats can flip up, you're going to have under the seat storage now. They're little compartments that kind of contain any cargo you might have back there, so you can put some of the smaller items in there. You won't worry about them rolling around or anything, just a little bit easier to manage those back there underneath those seats back there. Also, you're going to see, on the back glass, you're going to also get not only privacy glass, but you're going to also get rear defrost. So even if it's a regular cab, super cab, or super crew, you're going to get the rear defrost on that back glass. Back privacy glass for the regular cab, and then the back windows still are going to be the privacy glass for the super cab and super crews. Your mirror is going to get upgraded as well. You're going to get the heated feature on your mirrors. So now you're going to get your power heated mirror glass with the integrated blind spot mirror. On the outside of the mirror, it's still going to be molded in black, but you are going to have the turn signal indicators on the outside of them as well there. Upgraded to power adjustable pedals. So all your super cab and super crews will have the availability for power adjustable pedals as part of this package. So they're going to move those pedals forward and back. Regular cabs will not have this as an option. Not sure why. I think they need it just as well as a regular cab or super crews, but that is not going to be available on your regular cabs. Leather wrap steering wheel is a nice upgrade as well as part of this package. So it's going to have the nice white stitching on it as well, and just a real nice feel to the steering wheel there. Your screen now is going to get upgraded from a 2.3-inch productivity screen to a 4.2-inch screen. So a little bit bigger, a little bit able to see that and to manage it. So it does upgrade that face right in there as well there. For your, here on the center stack, you're going to get upgraded with Sirius XM satellite radio. So 6 months free subscription. From there you have to get your own plan there with Sirius XM satellite radio. That's going to be upgraded. It's also going to upgrade and give you an extra speaker for those. So your regular cabs will go from a 4 to a 5 speaker with one of those speakers being up here, as well as your super crew and super cabs will have 7 speakers. They'll get an extra speaker back there on the doors as well there. So that's going to be an upgrade for you as well. Auto dimming rear view mirror up here, so that's going to dim that mirror. If those cars want to come up behind you with those bright lights, you don't have to flip that switch. It's going to automatically dim it for you as well. So again, some great features as part of this package. And again, remember, this is the highest package you can go on your regular cabs. Only the super cabs and the super crews are going to have the availability for the 302A equipment group, which we're going to talk about next. So now let's talk about that 302A equipment group. Now this one does include 3 interior features as well as some major upgrade on the exterior here. 3 features on the inside. One of those is going to be your power passenger seat. It's going to upgrade it to a 10-way, just like your driver. So forward and back, up and down with that seat, the backrest, as well as the power lumbar. You're also going to get heated seats for the driver and front passenger as well. So even if you have the bench seat in there, it's going to have the power or the heated seats for those 2 outside seats up there. And then you're going to get remote start on the remote. So you know you can already remote start it using the app as we talked about earlier, but this is a little bit quicker, being able to remote start it if you're in a certain proximity. What's great about this is if it does have a little light in between the lock and unlock, so when you do have it remote started, it's going to light up green and let you know that your vehicle is started and running. And the other upgrade as part of this package, that's standard on this package, is your XLT Chrome package. So that's a really good upgrade for you. So there's already a couple chrome accents on the vehicle already, but it's going to upgrade those even more. So on the front grille up here, already has a 2-bar grille with the chrome above and below. Now it's going to also upgrade the mesh inserts in there to a silver painted inside to really make that grille pop a little bit. Your 4-wheel drive models will also get the chrome tow hooks underneath those chrome bumpers up there, so it changes them from the black to the chrome up there. You're going to get an 18-inch chrome wheel that's going to be upgraded as part of this package. You can elect to go with the optional 20-inch wheels like we did with this vehicle, and that's what these wheels would look like if you do decide to upgrade. We'll talk about optional equipment in a little bit, but that is availability for this chrome package to upgrade to those optional wheels. Chrome running boards on the side as well. There's called side steps on these. So it will extend over, and again, remember, it's only available on the Super Cab and Super Cruise, so it will extend past to both all those doors there on the side. Chrome door handles as well here on all 4 of the doors, door handles on this side. Your Super Cabs, of course, just the front ones. And then you're going to also get a chrome accent on the back lift gate back there. And then you're going to also get upgraded to a chrome exhaust tip back there in the back too. So that really upgrades, it gives a nice look on the back on that exhaust and makes this truck just really kind of pop a little bit and give you a nice package here. So there is an option for when the 302A, if you want more of a sport look, that you can upgrade for the sport package. It is about a $300 upgrade cost. And let's go ahead and talk about that package next. Now we're going to talk about a couple of appearance packages that are available for you on your XLT trim vehicles. Now all these packages I'm going to talk about, your Chrome package, Sport package, and Special Edition package, are not available on your regular cab. So keep that in mind. If you're wanting a regular cab with a Sport package, you want to look at the XLT trim. There is an STX package that is really nice on that one. It also gets you power equipment group, so it's a pretty nice package. So you want to look at that XL if you're wanting it on a regular cab. So all these packages are available on your Super Cab and Super Cruise. This Special Edition package, we'll talk more about that. It's only available on your Super Crew. But let's talk about the XLT Chrome package. We already covered the components that are available with that package as part of the 302A equipment group, so I won't go into the different equipment on that, but I will let you know that it is not available with your heavy duty payload package. So keep that in mind, and it's not available with your Sport package or your Special Edition package. Now let's talk about the Sport package. Sport package, again, is not available on your regular cab, but is available in a Super Cab and Super Crew. Not available in the Super Cab long bed, the 8-foot bed. Not available with that on the Sport package. Not available with the heavy duty payload package. Not available with your 3.3 liter engine either. So you want to look at that, either the 2.6 or the 2.7 or your 5.0 liter V8 engine, or you can even go with the optional EcoBoost, so the 3.5 EcoBoost. So this is a great package, really gives you the sport look to the vehicle. So let's cover some of these different components that are on it. Now this is actually a Special Edition package, so we're going to use it as an example, but I will have to give you some clips from Ford's website on a couple other aspects of it. And the first one I want to show you is the grille. So we'll get a clip up from Ford's website on that. It is going to be a 2-bar grille with a minor bar above and below. There'll be a magnetic finish on that grille. So a dark finish on the grille. You'll have the black mesh behind it instead of the silver like the Chrome package has. Body colored bumpers here, that's going to be the same as you're seeing on this one. Body colored front fascia. And this is the part right underneath the headlights that you're seeing with this one right here where I'm touching. That is going to be body colored as well. Wheel lip moldings will also be body colored as well. It's going to upgrade the wheels to an 18-inch aluminum wheel. They're going to be dark painted pockets on that, so it's a nice sport look. So I'll give you a clip off of Ford's website of what that wheel is going to look like on your truck. And you can get an optional 20-inch wheel if you'd like to go with a bigger wheel. That's going to be available as optional equipment on this package. So just keep that in mind. I'll give you a clip of that wheel as well. You probably saw it right there. So that's a nice addition to it as well. Your running boards on the side are going to be a dark gray painted running board. So there will be a real nice running board for you, the nice sport running board with the black end caps, as well as the those grips that are on there on the vehicle as well. Body colored door handles and bezels back here. Now when you go to the XLT Chrome appearance package, I don't think I mentioned, but the bezels behind will be body colored with the chrome handles themselves. This one's going to all be full body colored there. You're going to get the side decal over here that's going to have the Sport, whether it be 2-wheel drive or 4-wheel drive. It'll have that over there. If it's a 2-wheel drive, it will not have the 4x4 underneath it. So that decal on the bed sides, both sides will have that. And then your body colored rear bumper back here as well. And then there are a couple features on the inside. So let's dive in there and show you those. Now the reason the Sport package costs $300 more on the 302A than the XLT Chrome is because you get upgraded with the interior seats. So you're going to get the bucket seats with the console. Looks a little bit different than this interior. We'll get to this in just a little bit. So I'll give you a clip off of Ford's website. They're going to be black seats, a black interior, so unique interior for the Sport. The seats are going to have the tire, I like to call them the tire marks, going down the center of those, so they look unique to those. So a real nice sport seat. I believe they have the Sport emblem on the back as well. So real nice sport seat that you're going to get with that package. And also the interior as well is going to get upgraded to more of a dark finish around these vent covers and along the instrument panel too. And then you're going to have a console cover here that's going to have the black stitching on it. So again, real nice interior upgrade for you. Also, one thing that is required on this package, on the interior that you need to do when you get this on the 301A equipment group, does require you to get the 110 outlet as optional equipment. So they will charge you for that as well. You're going to get a 110 outlet up here, and then you're going to also, behind this console, you're going to want 110 outlet, as well as you'll have the 2 USB ports and a power point back there for connectivity. So that's going to be required of you on the 302A equipment group. It will require you to get the power equipment group. And we'll go over that equipment group in just a little bit, but it's going to give you the 110 outlets on it, and that's part of that feature as well, because this bucket seats requires to have that. That's only one way that they make these consoles. It's with the 110 outlet behind it, so it does require you to order those as optional equipment. So this is the Sport package. Let's talk about the Special Edition package next. Now we're going to talk about that special edition package. Now this package does require you to get the sport package. So all the same requirements from the sport package are required with this one. So it's not available with the 3.3 liter engine, not available in your regular cab, not available in super cab either, and it does require you to have, of course, the sport package, and is not available with the heavy duty payload package. So keep that in mind when you're looking at these trucks and what you're wanting. Those are different requirements for you. Now this does have some different looks on it as well. Oh, and because we did talk about that on the sport package, it does also on the 301A equipment group require you to have the 110 outlet, and on the 302A equipment group does require you to have the power equipment group, so don't forget about that. So it changes the grille up here. You're going to get a body colored surround with a black mesh grille up here, so I love the look of that. Also your headlights are going to be upgraded as well. You're going to get the black bezels in that headlight, so it changes it from that bright to the black, so it gives it a sport look there on the front. Also, you're going to see your emblems over here on the side are going to give you that red accent. So this happens to be a race red truck, but the red accent around there will be the same color on every truck that you get. With the XLT will be red as well, and you'll have that on both sides of those fenders. The wheel will be upgraded to a 20-inch black painted aluminum wheel, just like you're seeing with this one here. A nice sport wheel for you. 18-inch wheel is not going to be part of this package. It will have the 20-inch wheels. Your running boards will go from a gray to a black running board, so you have the black end caps as well. That'll be those molded in black there, just like on the sport package running board. Body colored door handles and wheel well moldings and the bumpers, just like we had before. Here in the back, you're going to get the same decal on the side. You're going to have the sport decal. Your 4x4s will get the 4x4 on there as well. You'll also get the rear bumper will be body colored as well. Now on the exhaust tip, the sport package will have the same exhaust tip as the chrome package, so it'll be that chrome end cap there, or the tip as we say. But on the special edition package, you're going to get a different exhaust tip, so it's going to be a unique for the sport package. It's more of a squared off look to it that makes it look really nice. Also on this, you have two different ways you can order the special edition package. One of them, like you're seeing with this one, is the graphics on the side and the hood. So show you clips of that. It's a matte finish decal. It's a vinyl that goes on the hood up there. And then you're going to also see the hockey stripe, is what we like to call it, that comes down the side and wraps around the tailgate and goes around to the other side. So that's traditionally how you see this package, but you can get the graphic delete as well on this special edition package. So we'll not have the hood or the side decals. So a lot of people have actually requested for that, and now is available on the 2019 model year. Might have been even available on the 2018, but I think that's a nice upgrade for you. And a couple things on the inside, so let's jump inside. Now a couple differences between your sport and the special edition package here on the interior, and one of them is going to be the seats. So you're still going to get the bucket seats. On these seats you're going to see the nice red stitching and the red emblem on the sport emblem on the backrest, so that's going to be different. Also the style, the insert as well, is going to be more of those lines going across instead of the tire stripe going down the middle, so that's going to be unique. Your console cover as well is going to have your red stitching on it. Your shifter knob will also have the red stitching, as well as the steering wheel. And then your seat belts. Seat belts are going to look gorgeous. They do have the red accents on them. So even that little detail on the seat belts as well are going to be unique on this special edition package. Also here on the instrument, I call it the media hub, as well as on the doors, it goes to more of a dark finish, so almost a black finish here on those inserts as well as part of this package. Now, little known fact, the shifter knob here is going to be a floor shifter on your sport package and your special edition package. If you get the optional bucket seats, which we're going to talk about in a little bit, it does not get the floor shifter. So if you're wanting a floor shifter in your truck, you have to order the sport package or your special edition package. Now we're going to talk about that power equipment group. We kind of mentioned it earlier as a requirement for those sport package and your special edition package. It's optional on your luxury 302A equipment group only, not available with the 301A equipment group. So it is going to get your 110 outlet. As we talked about earlier, if you do get the bench seat with that chrome package, then you'll have just a 110 outlet up here on there. You will not get one, of course, behind the console, because you won't have a console. But then the other ones will be located back here, as we kind of showed you in the clip earlier. You're also going to get power sliding rear window back here. So you still get the rear defrost and privacy glass. Now you get the power sliding rear window. A little bit different layout here on the overhead console, because you're going to have a switch up here where you can go ahead and turn that on and slide that the window back there open, giving you a little bit of airflow throughout that. The other feature you get as part of this equipment group is going to be the LED box lighting. So there's a button right back here, you just press it, it's going to turn on the LED box lighting there in the corners, as well as you're still going to get that center high mounted stoplight as we had as standard equipment as well. So they really light up that bed, helps it loading the truck up, especially at nighttime. Now let's talk about your FX4 Off Road Package. Now this is your, of course, package. It does require you to have a 4x4 vehicle. It's available on any of your cab styles, and it's available with any of your trims. So whether it be a 300, 301, or 302A equipment group. Not available with a 3.3 liter V6 engine. So it does require to have the other 3 engines. Now it is going to upgrade some things for you right off the bat. Now one of them is the gear ratio. It's going to give you electronic locking gear ratios. If you have a 5.0 liter V8 engine or the 3.5 EcoBoost engine, it's going to automatically give you the 331 gear ratios. And on your EcoBoost engine, that 2.7 liter, it's going to give you the 355, which I actually think that's standard equipment, but instead of getting your non-limited slip, you're now going to get electronic locking, a limited slip for that. Also is optional equipment for you on that gear ratios. You can't upgrade those. So if you have the 5.0 or the 3.5 EcoBoost, you can upgrade to the 355 if you want to, or the 5.0 and the 2.7 can even upgrade to the 3.73 gear ratio. Now if you do get this package with the heavy duty trailer tow package, it'll automatically come with the 373 electronic locking gear ratio. So keep that in mind. Now equipment that's going to come with that, other than that, you are going to get, of course, your decal on the side, the FX4 Off Road Package. Lets people know you have an off-road truck. You're also going to get the upgraded off-road front shock absorbers up there. And you're going to get the hill descent control as well. So that's going to be part of this package. And of course, you're going to get your skid plates underneath. That's going to protect that fuel tank, your transfer case and differential under there. And new for 2019, I've noticed it also is going to give you the tray-like all-weather mats as well as part of this package. So it assumes you're wanting to go off-roading and you might get a little bit muddy on your feet. So it's going to give you the all-weather mats. It's going to go in the footwells and the front seats as well as the back seat. Now you have this F-150, you probably want to tow with it, so let's kind of talk about 3 packages you can get on your truck to help you towing. Now all 3 of these are available in the 300, 301A, or 302A equipment group. And they are available with other packages as well. There's no other package that says it's not available with, so you can get it with the Sport Package, with the FX4 Off Road Package, or any of those. Now what it's going to do, first one I want to talk about is your Class 4 receiver hitch. Now it's going to come with your receiver hitch like you're seeing here. Also, it's going to come with your 4-pin and your 7-pin wiring capabilities right back here on the back on the bumper there. Also, you're going to get the smart trailer tow connector, and that's in the instrument panel there where you can be able to program different trailers into there and controlling them throughout that system there. Also, when we talk about the tow package, so you may decide maybe I don't need the tow package, so let me tell you about the other 5 other features you get with that package as well. Now it is going to upgrade the engine quite a bit. You have an engine oil cooler that's going to be upgraded, as well as a transmission oil cooler. So that's going to help you perform a little bit better. Also, to help stabilize the front end, you're going to get a front stabilizer bar as well. So it upgrades that up there too. So you're going to get all 3 of those features. You're also going to get an LED light back here. So that way when you're backing up to the trailer, you're going to be able to see easily at nighttime. And then you're going to get the Pro Trailer Backup Assist. A lot of people get this package just for that. And that's pretty much, it's that dial. So you can use the rear view camera along with that dial to pretty much just guide the trailer where you want it to go. So you don't have to worry about, turning that steering wheel left or right to get the trailer to go the right direction. Some of us are more experienced than others, so that dial can help you out backing up that trailer real easily. Now let's talk about your Max Trailer Tow Package. It upgrades it even more. So it takes a tow package and upgrades it with 4 other features. But it does require you to have the 3.5 liter V6 EcoBoost engine, because to have the maximum amount of trailer towing, you have to have that engine. So we'll upgrade your gear ratio. So you're going to upgrade to a 355 electronic locking rear end. So that's going to upgrade that. If you have the heavy duty trailer tow package, it'll upgrade it to a 373. You're also going to get a bigger fuel tank, 36-gallon fuel tank that's going to come with this. Also upgrade the rear bumper. So you're going to have a heavy duty rear bumper back here, and you're going to get the integrated trailer brake controller. Now that trailer brake controller is optional equipment. We'll talk about that in just a little bit, but that's what's part of this package. One thing you do not get with this package is different mirrors. You're going to still get the factory mirrors. If you're wanting those trailer tow mirrors, that is going to be optional equipment we'll talk about in just a little bit. Now we're going to talk about 2 different payload packages that are available for you. The first one to talk about is a 2.7 liter V6 EcoBoost Payload Package. Now this package is available on your 300A equipment group and is available not available with your regular cab short bed. So it requires you to have that long bed regular cab, or either 2 cabs or beds, I should say, on your super cab or Super Cruise. It does require you to have the tow package on it, as well as the 2.7 liter EcoBoost engine. And it's going to upgrade your gear ratio, so 373 electronic locking gear ratio and the 9.75 inch gear set. So that's going to really help you be able to haul more in the back of this truck with that 2.7 liter EcoBoost engine. There's also the heavy duty payload package. Now this package is not available with your sport package, your chrome package, or that special edition package. It is available in the 300 or 301A equipment group, and does require you to have either the tow package or your max trailer tow package. And it's going to give you the same gear ratios, the 373 electronic locking gear ratio, the 9.75 inch gear set. It's also going to give you the 36 gallon fuel tank. It's going to give you heavy duty springs, and it's going to give you different wheels and tires. So you're going to get a special wheel for this package, an 18-inch alloy wheel, which is nice, and an all-terrain tire as well. So again, it's wanting, just enables you to be able to haul more in the back of the truck, just like you probably want to do with your truck. So this is 2 different payload packages that are available as optional equipment. So now we're going to talk about some standalone options. First, let's talk about your exterior options that are available for you. The first one I want to talk about is your engine block heater. That is going to be available in any of your equipment groups, 300, 301A, or 302A equipment group. And that's going to be real nice for those people that live in those cold weather states to get that truck started up in the morning. Also, you can get the snow plow prep package, also available on any of the different equipment groups. It requires you to have 4x4, and it also requires you to have the 5.0 liter V8 engine there. And that's a great, if you're going to put a snow plow on it, make sure you get that prep package. Also, you can get an optional wheel for those sport packages or the chrome packages. So you do have a 20-inch chrome wheel that's available for your chrome pack. So it requires you to have the 301A or 302A equipment group, Super Cab, or Super Cruise, but does upgrade from the 18 to a 20-inch chrome wheels with that package. There's also a 20-inch 6-spoke premium painted aluminum wheel for the sport packages. Just required to have Super Cab, Super Crew, 301A or 302A equipment group. That's going to be available for you as an optional wheel and is not included in the chrome package. So a couple of different options for you to go from the 18s to the 20s on those different appearance packages. This is the only wheel available on the XLT Sport appearance package, the special edition package, I should say. Let's talk about the different mirrors here. Now in the 301A equipment group, we talked about this nice power heated mirror that's going to be an upgrade for you when you go to 301A. It is also available on the 300A. So it's going to give you the power heated manual fold turn signal indicator mirror that's going to be available. So you can have that on as option equipment on the 300A. Now let's talk about an upgrade for the 301A or 302A equipment group on the mirror. So you have that already power heated mirror with the turn signal. Now you can upgrade with the LED spotlights over here. That's going to cast out a spotlight on the left or the right mirror. You press the buttons there above your headlights and it's going to do that. Also give you the high intensity LED security approach lamp. So that's going to be available for you on the 301 and 302A equipment groups as well. And then I believe it does require to have the Super Cab and Super Crew as well. Now there's also an upgrade for you if you want that tow mirror. Let's talk about that for a second. If you want that manual tow mirror, you can get that on any different equipment groups, 300, 301A, or 302A. They want to make sure if you want that tow mirror, you're going to have it. It is ordered separately. It does require to have those different, either the tow package or the max trailer tow package. You can get it on just a tow. You don't have to go all the way up to the max trailer tow package to get those mirrors. So it's a manual fold, also manually telescope out. So I'll give you a clip of what that looks like off of Ford's website. Also, we'll give all the same features, power heated, also turn signal indicator, the LED secured spotlights over here, as well as the high intensity LED security approach lamp. So that's going to be as part of that mirror feature as well there. And you also can have the BLIS mirror, that blind spot information system with cross traffic alert. It does require to have the 302A equipment group with that mirror, and also so you'll need to make sure that it has the spotlights as well. So have the spotlight mirror with the security approach lamp to get the BLIS system. And what BLIS system is, it's a blind spot information system. So the way that works is that there's someone in your blind spot, it's going to put a light in the corner of that mirror, so you know it's not safe to go in that lane at that time. Also, as you're backing up, if someone's going to cross your path behind the truck, it's going to use a light in the corner of that mirror and let you know it's not that they're coming from that left or the right side. Puts a message on the dash telling you the same thing in a series of tones, and it's not safe to back up. What I love about this BLIS with your trucks as well is that it's going to also monitor the blind spot of your trailer. So if there's someone in your blind spot of your trailer and you can't quite see them, it's going to put a light on that mirror as well. Makes it real easy switching lanes when you're pulling that trailer behind the truck as well. Now, I think something you can dress up the side of it, you can get the two-tone paint down the side. It is going to paint the bumpers, front and back bumpers as well, that two-tone color, and that's why you can see this is not available with your Sport Package. It's available in the 301 or 302A equipment groups as well, and then with your Chrome Package trucks, you can still get the two-tone, but the bumpers, I should say, are going to stay chrome. You can also get different running boards. The platform running board is available in the 300 or 301A equipment group. You can get that running board on there. So as that black platform running board, we saw that earlier on that first truck we were looking at. You can have that on there. That boards are not available on the Sport Package or your Chrome Package. And you can get the Chrome side steps as well. It's the one that's included in the Chrome Package, so it is available on the 301A equipment group with the Super Crew or Super Cabs, and that's available as optional equipment for you. You don't have to get those different packages to get those boards on there, but will be included in the Chrome Package, and again, that board is not available on your Sport Package, of course. You can get a box side step, and that's located here. It kicks out whether you have the short bed or not. You can get that side step available on the 301A or 302A equipment groups, and that's going to kick out for you, allow you to get access into the back of the cab a little bit easier, especially down low down there. 36-gallon fuel tank. You can upgrade for that. It's available on a 300 or 301A or 302A equipment group, and that's going to give you that 36 gallons. It's going to go from 23 gallons as a standard fuel tank to, actually it might be 26. I think 26-gallon fuel tank for the Super Cab and Super Cruise. It'll take it up to 36-gallon fuel tank, and I believe it does require you to have at least the Super Cab or the Super Crew to get that bigger tank. Power sliding rear window back here. It's going to get you the rear defrost with the privacy glass, and that is standard equipment on the 302A equipment group, but is optional on your Super Cab and Super Cruise in the 301A equipment group. Reverse sensing system is available in the 300, 301A, or 302A equipment groups. That is required to have at least a Class 4 receiver hitch with that wiring, or a tow package, or the Max Trailer tow package, and again, available in any of your cab configurations. Now let's talk about interior standalone options. First one to talk about is the flooring. You can get the vinyl flooring if you want to. It will be black. It's available in the 300 or 301A equipment groups. Also, you can get the all-weather tray-like mats. They are going to be the floor liners, what they call them. They're going to be in the footwells here in the front, as well as the mat that goes clear across the back. That is available on the any of the equipment groups on the Super Cab or Super Cruise, because it does have the mat that goes across the back, so it would require you to have the bigger cab configuration. Also, you can get the bucket seats. These, as a standalone option, you can get bucket seats with the floor console. It will get you the column shifter up here unless you have a sport model, sport appearance package, or that special edition package. So keep that in mind. If you're wanting that floor shifter but you don't want the sport package or special edition package, you're going to have to go up to the Lariat. So that's how that's going to come. Now, it is available in your 300A equipment group, in your Super Cab and Super Crew 301A or 302A equipment groups. So it's not going to be available on a regular cab 301A equipment group, so keep that in mind. And we know the 302A equipment group is not available in regular cab anyway, so that's how that works. In the back, rear inflatable seat belts are available on your Super Crew models in the 301A or 302A equipment group, and that's going to inflate those rear seat belts on those outside seats for those kids to protect them from those collisions. If you want that, that is available as a standalone option as well. Let's talk about the 110 outlet. The 110 outlet is optional equipment for you on that 300 or 301A equipment included in the 302A equipment group. It does require you to have the tow package and the reverse sensing system, though. Keep that in mind. And it's going to be located right up here. As we mentioned earlier, you'll have one 110 outlet up here if you have the bench seat. If you have the bucket seats, you'll also get one behind the console as well back there for those in the back to be able to plug into different devices. Talk about the integrated trailer brake controller. That is available for the 300, 301A, or 302A equipment groups. Requires at least either the Class 4 receiver hitch package or that tow package. And already talked about, is included in your Max Trailer tow package for you. That really helps out being able to control the brake of that trailer integrated right into the dash. You don't have to add anything to it here. Talk about the navigation. That is available on the 301 or 302A equipment groups because it does require to have the Sync 3 system, and it is going to come with the pinch and zoom capabilities, the XM Sirius traffic and travel length as well, which is really nice. You can see that upcoming weather. If you see that it's really cloudy up there, you can look at the weather map on here and see that, as well as your gas prices and where those gas stations are located as well, and even tries to detour you around different stops. So real nice navigation system that is also available as part of the 301A or 302A equipment groups. Now let's talk about the rear defrost. Rear defrost is optional equipment on the 300A equipment group. It's standard equipment on the 301A and above. Also remote start. If you want that remote start on the key fob, it is available on a 301A equipment group. Remember, it's already included in that 302A equipment group. And then let's talk about this twin panel moonroof. So it is an optional equipment on that 301A or 302A equipment group, the Super Cab and Super Crew models. But it's going to give you the power glass there, which is real nice. The front glass opens up, as well as the sunshade that powers back as well. It'll stop halfway, just hit the button, and it continues back. And that also does require you on a 301A equipment group to have the power sliding rear window. And on the 302A equipment group, it requires you to have the power equipment group as well. So a lot of that goes into these settings that are up here. It's going to give you all these settings above here. And I think that's why they want you to have the power sliding rear window in the 301A equipment group. Let's talk about the kicker subwoofer. Optional equipment on the 301 or 302A equipment group, Super Cab and Super Crew models with the Sport package or Chrome package only. And that's going to give you the big subwoofer that sits underneath that 40% side back there on that back seat. So that's why it kind of requires that. A little bit more room back there to be able to put that subwoofer back there, and then it'll give you a great sound inside the truck. So now let's talk about some accessories for your bed. Now, before I do that, I did forget to talk about the wheel well liners. Wheel well liners are available on a 301A or 302A equipment group on your Sport or your Chrome package vehicles. So that is available as optional equipment, and it's going to kind of like a drop-in liner material that's going to go in those wheel wells for you to kind of protect the inside of those. So that's available for you. Now, let's talk about your tailgate step. So first, let me make sure this tailgate is unlocked. Tailgate step, and I'll demonstrate how that works. It is available on the 301A or 302A equipment groups. And what's great about this is everything's right inside the tailgate. So you just press that square there, it's going to come out, and then you have your support arm that's going to come out as well. So real nice, makes it a little bit easier to get in and out of the tailgate that way. They've had it out for several years, works really great, and loads up pretty easily as well. So maybe sometimes if you don't need that support arm to get in and out just a step, you don't have to pull that out. So it's really quick and easy for you. Now let's talk about some stuff here on the inside, and I'll try to get everything correct on what packages are available. First one I want to talk about is a bed extender. Now a bed extender is actually going to go into position in these holes here, and it's going to fold against the side of the bed. And then you can bring it together, lock it into place, you can swing it out over the tailgate, extending your tailgate. That is going to be optional equipment on the 301A or 302A equipment groups for you. So that's available that way, so you can have that. Also, the box link system is actually optional equipment on any of your equipment groups, and what's great about it is going to have those plates that are going to go in the 4 positions on the side of the bed there, and then you're going to have the lockable cleats in there. Lockable cleats allow you to use those in there, and do some other things like we're going to talk about right now. One of those is the loadable ramps. So you can have those stowable loading ramps that are going to go on both sides. You can extend that over the bed and pull those 4-wheelers and motorcycles into the truck and stow those ramps on the side using the box link system. The stowable ramps are available on a 301A or 302A equipment group, but the box link system is available even on the 300A equipment group. So now the stowable ramps are not going to be available with your bed divider, which we're going to talk about in just a second, as well as it's not available with your bed covers, or actually with your toolboxes. So we'll keep that in mind. We're going to talk about those here in just a second as well. Now the bed divider is something that you use the box link system for, and you put those dividers that go across the bed to divide your bed up, just like it sounds. Those are available on the 301A, actually available in any of the equipment groups as well, but it's not compatible. You can't order it with a stowable ramp. So maybe if those are things that you would order or maybe not use together, but you want both of them just for those times that you need it, then you could order the stowable ramps is what I recommend, and order the bed dividers through your aftermarket department after you get your truck. And that'd be a way to be able to get those, because it uses the box link system, which you'd order your truck with, but then you can order the bed dividers separately, and that's how you can get around that instead of trying to order it from the factory that way. So keep that in mind. Now let's talk about a couple different toolboxes that are available for you. WeatherTech has 2 different ones that Ford has that are available for you. You have a regular aluminum toolbox that goes across there, as well as there's a premium toolbox. Now I haven't seen any images on any of these. We actually don't order the toolboxes with them. We just feel like that's something that usually a customer wants. So a lot of times they just order that from our aftermarket department when they get their truck, and we go ahead and put it in the truck that way. So, but those are available from the factory if you want to. They're not going to be available with the loading ramps or your bed covers for obvious reasons there. Now let's talk about the different bed covers. You can get a hard bed cover that you can put on the truck. It is a foldable bed cover. Again, not available with your toolboxes, and for some reason not available with your ramps. I'm not sure on that. Again, if that's something you're wanting, order the ramps afterwards. These are all things that can be ordered from your Ford accessories department. You can even get them online and have your local dealership put them in. So those are some things I don't understand why Ford doesn't have them compatible. I understand the toolbox, but the ramps doesn't make sense. There's also a soft folding cover as well, so that can be put on there as well, and again, not compatible with the toolbox or the loading ramps inside. Now let's talk about two different ways to protect the bed itself to kind of finish off their accessories. One of them is your drop-in liner. So that's going to go from the factory. They'll drop it in. It's kind of the nice material there to kind of protect that bed from drops and different pulling things into the pickup. That's available for you. Even covers up the tailgate. Or you can get a spray-in liner. You can get it from the factory if you want to. They're called a tough bed spray-in liner that the factory will do. Spray everything in just nicely, and about everything is going to be available with the spray-in liner. I've been told in the past, and didn't see an order guide for this year, that if you get a drop-in liner, you can't get like the bed divider and some things like that with that. So spray-in liner really is the way to go on that, and it'll protect it pretty well as well. And then LED box lighting, I did not mention. It is available on the 301A equipment group. It is standard equipment on your 302A equipment group. So that's all your standard and optional equipment on the 2019 Ford F-150 XLT. I said it would be a long video. Hopefully you kicked around on this video to get the information that you're looking for. And I didn't want to leave anything out. In the past I've tried to, okay, I could leave this out or that out. But some things are important to some people and not to others. So I want to make sure I include everything and incorporate everything. So definitely check that timestamps down below, as well as the prices for the different packages. Use this video to refer back to in the future. I will leave it on YouTube entirely. In fact, I still have 2016 model year and 17s and 18s still on YouTube. So if you want to refer back to this, save it as a playlist that you can always come back to, and that's what it's there for. So hopefully it really helps you out. Now check out our website, McArthur.com. They're in each one of our vehicles. You can check for availability, schedule a test drive. You can see pictures as well as a VR experience, an inside as well as an outside perspective on each one of our vehicles. So definitely check that out. On each one of our vehicles too, you can pull up the window sticker. There's a link right underneath the photos there where you can pull that up. You can see the standard equipment as well as the optional equipment that was ordered on that particular truck. So definitely check that out. All the other Ford dealerships will have the same link for their inventory as well. The factory warranties are a 3-year, 36,000 mile bumper-to-bumper warranty with a 5-year, 60,000 mile powertrain warranty and your roadside assistance. So definitely check that out. If you have any questions, of course, you can always reach out to us. You can call us toll free 1-800-874-6316, or you can call or text us at 785-378-5031. So I really hope this video helped you out in your research for the next 2019 Ford F-150 XLT. Well, thanks for watching this video on YouTube, and I have a special offer just for you. If you're interested in buying a vehicle from us here at McArthur because you really feel like you got the information you needed from this video, we're going to give you free shipping on any of one of our vehicles to your door. We just ask you to finance a vehicle with us and you live within the 48 states. And the reason we ask you to finance it with us is because the shipping does cost us money, but we don't have to incur it onto you. The lenders will give us a kickback for having that finance deal with them. So that's a great way for us to be able to provide that nice benefit to you, being able to ship it right to your door. So we've got a lot of customers want to work with us, and by providing that, they're able to get the vehicle that they wanted ordered correctly from a dealership that knows their product right to their door, and it really helps them out. So if you want to do that, reach out to us. Again, you can call us or send us a text message, 785-378-5031, or toll free 1-800-874-6316. If this is the first time watching one of our videos, definitely hit that red subscribe button down below. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. That way you get notified the next time we have another video uploaded to our YouTube channel. And at the end of this video, you can also hit that red logo right in the middle of the page there, and that'll subscribe you to our channel as well. And then again, if you like this video, go ahead and smash that like button. That lets other people know it's a great video and they need to watch, and I'd really appreciate it, and it really helps out the channel. Also, comment down below. Love getting those comments. That way we can connect with each other. I can answer any questions you might have, and I do respond to all those comments. So go ahead and do that for me. Tell me something about this video that you really liked or you were surprised about down in the comments as well down there. Again, thanks for watching this video. Don't forget, at the end of this, you're going to see a couple different recommended videos. One of them is going to be the 2019 F-150 playlist with all the different trims. Right now there'll be 2 in there, this XLT and Unlimited, but we'll get other ones going as well. And then the other one will be the 2019 product. So all those videos for all the different 2019 product will go in there as well. So definitely check those out. And until the next time, we'll see you later.